Good evening. I'm Mahesh Bhagwat. Welcome to my show where I analyze Nifty and various stocks that caught my attention. So, without much ado, let's go on to doing that. So what we see here is the Nifty chart. This trend line that you see, this white line, is the trend line that has been supporting this rally in Nifty. What has Nifty done now? It has gone and closed below this trend line on Friday itself. And on Monday, what has it done? It has actually broken, gap down, and then broken the low of Friday by a significant amount. So this is the first sign that Nifty is showing bearishness or weakness. We also have a short-term trend following system that I have been talking about in my training programs, and in that Nifty had actually given a sell at 11076 on Thursday. On Thursday itself, we had a sell at 11076. Today we are still short on Nifty, and the buy trigger for Nifty for my trading system comes at 11194, that is 1194. That's quite some distance away, and so we really are not really so worried about it today. But that's what it is. Nifty has broken below the trend line and actually given confirmation on 3rd August by falling below the low of Friday, and we expect some more weakness to happen in Nifty. So what do we have here? This is the Bank Nifty chart. What has Bank Nifty done? On Thursday itself, it has broken below the trendline support. On Friday, it has confirmed the break by breaking below Thursday's low. On Monday, it has actually closed below the 50-day moving average. For me, the two main supports are the trendline and the 50-day moving average. So Bank Nifty has had a pullback. It has broken below the trend line and now has closed below the 50-day moving average. The last thing that we are waiting for is a Dow theory sell. A Dow theory sell will come when it forms a lower low. If this lower low is at 21,030. This was the low of the candle 21,030, and this is where it is today. It is around the same level. So let's say it breaks below 21,000. That would be a Dow theory sell too. So I am currently looking at Bank Nifty as at a make or break level. In make or break, as in it has broken below two main supports, and there is just one thing left to see whether there is a Dow theory confirmation for this weakness. So what do we have here? We have Axis Bank, and Axis Bank has clearly seen this trend line support. This is the trend line, and Axis Bank has taken support of this trend line a couple of times in the past. On Friday, it had actually taken support at that level, but on Monday, it has actually come down and closed below the trend line. Not only that, if you see this white line, this is the 50-day moving average, and 50-day moving average and trend line, if you remember my shows, are the kind of are the two things that I look out for supports. And here Axis Bank seems to have broken that support on Monday and closed below that. But is that enough? According to me, no. This is not enough. This is just the first sign. If it has to show that it is broken below the supports, then it will fall below these lows and start moving lower. But if it doesn't do that, and it actually goes above the highs of Friday or the highs of Thursday, then the highs of Monday or the highs of Friday, then actually you could see a resumption of the uptrend of in Axis Bank. Then it could just mean that the Monday was a false break. Monday low close below the trend line or close below the moving average could just be considered as a false break. So the key thing is, what does Axis Bank do now? And that is why it finds a place in our watch list. So again, this is the stock, this is BHEL. BHEL has been supported during this rally by this trend line that you can see. Not only that, now BHEL's trend line and this 50-day moving average are actually moving almost parallel to each other. So you can see that BHEL is very close to these supports. Again, like Axis Bank, we are actually waiting to see whether this trend line support or the moving average support is going to be broken, which means that this uptrend in BHEL is over, or will it actually go above Monday's high or Friday's high, thereby confirming the fact that maybe BHEL is interested in going back up. So why am I showing you Bajaj Auto? Bajaj Auto again is one of the stocks stocks that had been supported by this trend line all throughout its rally. However, what we see here is that on Monday itself, that is on 3rd August, Bajaj Auto has closed below this trend line and pretty significantly. So it means that the trend line support is in all probability broken. However, the good thing for us is that Bajaj Auto has a moving average, that is the 50-day moving average that I look at very close by. So therefore, it is not yet a time to be worried about Bajaj Auto and to call for a sell in Bajaj Auto. It is a time to see whether this trend line support, whether this moving average support, etc., or this area acts as a support for Bajaj Auto or not. So in the coming days, it is a stock that has to be looked at and kept in the watch list. So this is Biocon, and as you can see that this is the 50-day moving average in Biocon, and Biocon had a big rally. It has had a significant rally from the March lows, and from there it has seen a pullback. This pullback has been supported at the 50-day moving average, if you can see it here. And then in the last couple of days, Biocon actually has made a move above the highs of the previous days, and therefore I feel that Biocon has actually resumed its uptrend. The support at the moving average is pretty clear, and then the cross of the last couple of days high is actually a pointer to the fact that maybe the uptrend in Biocon has resumed. Nothing very different about Apollo Tyre. Again a rally and now a support around this 50-day moving average. This is the support area that we are seeing. So again, this is another stock that has to be kept on our watch list. If it crosses the high of Monday, or if it crosses the high of Thursday, or this area itself, then maybe it is a sign that the uptrend in Apollo Tyre is about to resume. So currently this is on our watch list, and this is something that I keep trying to highlight through my YouTube shows, so that you people who see this show actually get a list of stocks that need to be kept on the watch list. So now, this is kind of getting repetitive. This is the 50-day moving average. This is Cummins India. This is taking support at the 50-day moving average. In fact, Cummins India is actually trying to ride along the 50-day moving average, and therefore this is kind of similar to all the other stocks that I've shown. A resumption of this uptrend, or this resumption of this uptrend, can only be confirmed when these highs are crossed. So if Cummins India is in the coming days able to cross these highs, then we should see a resumption in the uptrend in Cummins India. So good fun, HPCL. Look at HPCL. This is a trend line support that HPCL has found in this rally. HPCL has come back, pulled back towards this trend line support. There is a 50-day moving average support around the same area. So it means that HPCL is back to the levels of a very strong support. Again, as I've repeated in the past, does this mean that just because it has come to the support, does it actually mean that it will actually go back up from here? No, we have to wait for HPCL to show that it has intentions to move back up, and that can be seen only if it crosses above Monday or Friday's highs. Only then we can be pretty certain that this trend line has acted as a support, and from there it is about to make a resumption of this uptrend. Same story in RBL Bank, but what do? I have to keep showing you stocks which are following the setups that we are looking for. The setups we are looking for is a pullback towards the 50-day moving average. If it is an uptrend and the stock has come back down and is taking support at the 50-day moving average, then that is the kind of stock I would like to show to give you a very decent or very low risk to reward ratio trade. And this trade can be done only if RBL actually shows that it has intentions to resume its uptrend. And how does it show that it has its intentions to resume its uptrend? If it at least crosses the last 2 days highs. So if it crosses the last 2 days highs, then we are far more sure that this uptrend is about to resume. Now this stock is interesting, Titan. It is not at a trend line support or a moving average support. In fact, it was at a trend line support or a moving average support at these levels. And from there, if you see, it had crossed the highs of the previous 2 days. And as I have been repeating in this past few stocks that we have been seeing, if that happens, then it is kind of a signal that the resumption of the uptrend has happened. In Titan's case, the resumption has happened. It is now at a level which is probably a resistance. That is, this this is a trend line. If you see, this trend line has been acting as a resistance for Titan. So now what does this mean? Does this mean that the stock has to fall from here just because it has hit a resistance? The answer is no. If this resistance is broken and it goes up, then it is almost like a breakout in Titan. So we have to just wait and watch. This is on my watch list not because it is at a support, but it has hit a resistance. So it is on my watch list. If this resistance is broken, then it is a good bet to take. But if this resistance is held and it falls, then we have to wait for a support and wait to see whether this support is held or not. So currently it is on my watch list to see whether this resistance is broken. So this is Mahindra and Mahindra. Why does it come in my watch list is the question. It has been in an uptrend, and then this is the trend line which has been supporting this uptrend in the short term, and this trend line has now been broken, and in the sense that Mahindra and Mahindra is close below this trend line yesterday. But the main reason this stock finds a place here in my watch list is because there seems to be a negative divergence. So the thing that I wanted to talk about is the negative divergence in Mahindra and Mahindra. The stock has been making new highs, but the RSI, which is here, has been not making new highs. Actually, it has been finding difficult to make new highs. If you see here, this high and this high is not very different, whereas the stock has been making new highs here and then here. And this is an indication that the momentum that Mahindra and Mahindra has been seeing has started to wane. The momentum has started to wane. So does that mean that you should go and sell Mahindra and Mahindra? The answer is clearly no. So we have to wait for some confirmation that this lack of momentum or the waning of momentum will lead to weakness. And the first signs have been visible by the break below this trend line, which is why Mahindra and Mahindra finds a mention in my watch list today. So what are we doing with Tata Motors? I am putting Tata Motors here just to highlight the fact that we had showed this on Friday that Tata Motors has come to a 50-day moving average support. And look at what it did on Monday. It crossed the highs of the last 2 days, that is Friday and Thursday, and has seen a significant up move. So this is a sign that the 50-day moving average has acted as a support. This is the sign that maybe now the uptrend in Tata Motors has resumed. So this is the kind of stock that we are looking out for, and this has been on my watch list on Friday, and this on Monday has confirmed the potential for the uptrend in Tata Motors. What we have done for you is to highlight stocks of interest, stocks which are at such levels that a trade can be taken with very low risk to reward ratio. If there is anything close to a holy grail on trading, then finding such stocks will definitely qualify as one. However, finding such stocks is only one insignificant step in becoming a successful trader. The other two are money management and understanding the psychological pitfalls of trading. Along with trading methodology, we cover money management and psychology of trading in great detail in our training programs. For more details, visit the www.themoneymojo.com. If you like what you saw and you want to be notified about our new videos, then please show your love by subscribing to our channel. Don't forget to visit www.themoneymojo.com for more on our training programs, podcasts and blogs.